So Blizzard World. Okay. So let's full
Yo,
screen this.
we lost this game.
What are you?
Look
Yoink,
at your
help that.
look at your DMs real quick. It's just a quick little image, Rush. Look at your. I sent you a link.
Me?
Yeah, I sent you a
I'm
link
not
real quick.
opening that on stream. I do not fucking
No,
trust you.
no, dude. It's not. It's nothing bad. It's really nothing bad. It's a quick. It's just a joke. It's literally just a joke. It's a picture of Link from Zelda.
Okay. You know
I
what?
have to say.
That's adorable. That's okay. That one's good. Okay. I thought you were sending me something very
No,
inappropriate.
why would I do that on stream? You're streaming. What?
Mars, I appreciate
to-
you. Okay. So, you're on Blizzard World. You're on attack, it looks like, first. Let's see, what are the comps that get picked here?
I need to.
There we
Just
go.
waiting.
So you are on Sig, Hog, Soldier, Farah, Anna, Mercy. What is your job in this comp as the Anna? What is your priority? What is your priority?
Heal my teammates. Heal.
No,
my tanks.
So yes, your Mercy is most likely, if your Mercy's doing
Gonna
the
pocket
right
the
thing,
Pharah or the
is
soldier.
going to be up in the sky with the Farah and retreating to the soldier when necessary. Your job is to look at the two big fat beefy guys in front of you and make sure they don't die. Your priority between the two of them. Which is your priority between the two of them? No, don't answer for him.
Sigma.
We're teaching him, not you. Oh my
Sigma.
God.
Help
Okay,
me.
correct.
I couldn't
This,
hear.
But also keeping the Mercy alive. if
yes.
possible.
Also,
Yes.
also the mercy. Yeah.
Again, you can if your Mercy is in trouble, you can swap over and heal the Mercy. But if your Sigma dies, your team comp essentially falls over because the other team
Guys,
can then
where's
run
Mercy?
over you. Okay. So you're
I
on
think
Blizzard.
I
World.
didn't do
Yeah.
any of that this game.
Yep. Well, we're gonna go through it here. All right. So Nate. Okay. Let's talk about this nade.
Yes.
What was the thought behind that nade?
I was thinking of getting some old charge before starting the fight because I knew that before we like initiate a fight or go have to click W, I already have my anti-nade up basically.
Okay,
That was
so-
my thought process.
Your thought process isn't necessarily wrong. Using an aggressive nade early in a fight to build ult charge is not the end of the world because it puts pressure on the enemy team. Yeeting it randomly over here into fucking space does
No,
nothing.
listen.
No.
No. So there are two places they could be. One in the left side of the point. The other is up top high ground.
Yep.
I threw it on the left side so that I could.
That was not
tell,
getting anywhere near there.
Yeah,
Like-
that
No,
was
like
weird.
if it.
That hit the
risen-
statue.
Yeah.
Like that hit the statue. And again, this is not about telling you like ripping on you. This is about helping you, right? That
Yes,
nade and
yes.
the value that you get, that nade is your most important ability. It is what saves you if you're in trouble. It's what puts pressure on the enemy team if you land it purple. It is what allows you to basically pocket two tanks without any, without any help, basically. That is your most important ability. Throwing it early in a fight to build ult charge is a great use of that tool. But you need to think about it before you do it. If you just throw it willy-nilly into the middle of the map, you're not going to get any value on it, and now it's on a 10-second cooldown. Yes, you'll get up there and you'll get it back right near the beginning of this fight, right? But
Yes.
say you walk through that doorway there and the enemy team's Ryan is chilling inside that lower left. Guess what you don't have now?
Nade.
Exactly. Your most important ability you don't have. And again, I like the idea of throwing it early. Just you either know the preset of how to land it where you land it, or you hold on to it if you're just going to yeet it like that. All right, let's see.
That was a pretty bad
Pushing
choice,
up.
I guess.
Jumping too much, but we'll talk about that later. I like the quick scoping. Wait, can I make this higher quality? Give me a second.
No, you cannot.
Oof. Okay. I like the use of the corner.
I have bad internet.
All right, so what are you shooting at throughout most of this? Let's walk this back a couple seconds here.
I need to.
Oh, wait, that's too far back. Whatever. We'll let it run.
Sigma-
It is hard to scrub through a Twitch video. It's okay. Random nade, cool. Gets you absolutely no value. Comes up here. Quick scoping at the high ground. Okay, that's fine. Quick scoping at high ground. Okay, you heal, and now you're just shooting kind of randomly.
They both are fine?
Positioning's fine. Shooting kind of randomly. Continuing to shoot. Okay, hip fire from there. Okay, so this is a conversation about Anna's two forms of fire. One is hip fire. One is zoomed in. You know the difference, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So in this situation here, you're trying to hip fire between two people over there and hopefully land a hit. While if you can hit those, go for it, God Gamer. But those are the moments where you're quick scoping. I've seen your ability to quick scope. You can quick scope. Drop the fucking quick scope on them. Like, why not? Like, you move just about
because-
as fast. The junk is spamming. That junk's not good enough to hit you. Just quick scope him. Hit him once. You don't even have to kill him. You hit him once, he has to retreat. Right? And that's all you need to do there in order to kind of get the space that you need here in order to operate. But
I
other thing
didn't
that-
quick scope there because I thought that maybe if I quick scope, I'd get slower. But do you not get
you
slower? if you
do,
quick
but
scope?
it's not that much. If you quick scope, it's like a millisecond of getting slower. If you hard
Oh.
scope, yeah, you get real slow. I would not tell you to hard
Mm.
scope there. You'll get dunked on if you hard scope there. But quick scope, put a shot into the guy and then keep moving.
Mm.
Another thing to note here is you are reloading right as your tanks are getting to this corner.
Wait, can I pause for a second?
Yeah.
Do you know what a quick
Yes.
scope is? You do,
Yes.
right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
He was doing it earlier, so I assumed he knew what it was.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm actually gonna just watch from the stream. So good night, everybody.
Good
Night, Amy.
Right.
So another thing that, and this is a mistake I make a lot too. So you used a lot of shots here that were low value shots, right? I think it's it's fine to shoot to build ult charge, but you have 12 shots into your gun,
They both
right?
are fine?
And so this is the famous ML7. You know who ML7 is?
Yeah.
His quote about playing Anna is very simple. You have 12 shots into your gun. If you shoot the wrong person with one of your shots, you lose.
Oh.
And that's at GM level. You're not at GM level, but
I'm glad. Yes.
yeah, but be aware of what you're shooting at, and what value you get from shooting at it. Right? If you're pushing through that choke there, and you're shooting at your team to heal them, cool. You're gonna get some ult charge off that. You're gonna keep them in the fight, right? But you're kind of shooting randomly, as if I'll hit something and get value. Aim every single shot.
Mm.
Also, you should at this point in time be yelling at your Mercy to give you a little bit of health because you're at 96 and your nade's up. You could use it to heal yourself. I would advise not doing that. I would advise asking for the Mercy to help you. But you're sitting at 96 health. If one of those Junkrat spams hits you by accident, you are dead right now. So you should be playing super safe and yelling at your Mercy to give you help. Do you look at the bottom left and know what your health is regularly?
I
Okay.
do. I
Um,
was low, so I was trying to ask. I don't really use comms too often, so I tried my
That's
best to
fine.
go in front of the Mercy.
Yeah, 'cause you see-
she would realize that I was low.
If that Zarya has any aim at all in the world, you are dead right now. Because you walked up, stared down, and there's a Junkrat over there as well. If that Junkrat or Zarya could aim for shit, you are in the ground. Like in Diamond, if I did this exact same thing you're doing, I'd be dead. 100%. Every time. But you get away with it because it's plat. Cool. Okay. So now you're reloading as you get to this corner. Kind of sucks, but you get away with it, so it's not the end of the world. Now let's talk about positioning here. Where can you be shot from?
Up.
Literally everywhere. To your left here, you have a Reinhardt and a Sigma. I believe that's Ryan and Sigma. I can't
I
fucking...
was so I was I was thinking of maybe anti-nading the Rhine. I think that was
Okay.
was-
Which
yeah.
again, I love the thought process there, but let's talk about positioning. So on Anna, you need to be playing from a safe position where you can see as much of the map as possible. So actually, let me pull up the game here, and I'll show you this on this map, and this exact rotation that you're pushing through here. Give me 1 second. this is. Okay, so play, game browser, create. Settings, maps, none. Where is?
Blizzard World.
Yeah, it's down here at the bottom. Derp.
It's in hybrid.
Yeah, there we go. Got it. All right. I should be faster at this. So.
Welcome to Blizzard World.
Oh, that looks funny as hell. What's going on my stream? Oh, because I have two. I'm an idiot. Give me 1 second.
You have display and Overwatch.
Yeah, I've been doing all this all fucked up. Let me see. Where's the game capture? Kill that. And then it should be good. Okay.
We're game together.
Did that not work? That didn't work. What the fuck?
No,
What's going on my stream? Give me 1 second. I gotta
I
fix
think
this.
you have to make the Overwatch bigger, or yeah, leave it on display.
Kill that.
Just leave it on display, I think.
Kill that. And then just display capture. Yeah, that should be it. Yay! I think I fixed it.
Yep.
Oh, but now it's super small. Super fun. The fuck is going on?
Is your Overwatch in Windows or something?
I don't know. Let's give me a second here. I don't know what's going on. What other screens could I possibly have going on here? Scuffed. I don't understand. This is why it sucks having one monitor.
Oh, you only have one monitor?
Yeah. Fuck it, we're just gonna do it like this.
Scuffed.
Okay, we're just gonna do this.
Grim. Oh, there it works.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I fixed it. Okay, so technically I'm on defense here, but we'll go through the offensive rotation here. So your rotation through here was pretty nice, right? You pushed through here. You peeked to high ground. You saw nothing there, right? You kind of went behind this pillar, went behind here, right? Went over here, went here, right? So this is kind of nice here. You should have died coming through here, but whatever. But you pushed up to here like here. Now, what do I see in front of me right now?
A Reinhardt.
A Reinhardt and a Sigma. And what health were you sitting at?
90.
96 health. Now,
96.
what can do 96 health of damage in this game? The answer is everything. Because literally, you're standing here. I can get shot from there. 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 And guess what? I can't even see over there. Right? If there's somebody flanking here, I can get shot from there. I have almost no cover here. And I'm at 96 health. Right? So if you're pushing up through here, right, and you see, okay, they're flanking there. If they keep coming around this way, you're extra fucked, but they backed off. Play right here. You can play here. So guess where you can't get shot from? You can't get shot from someone on point unless they push out into your tanks, right? You can get shot from up there, but you can see that in front of you, so you can dodge it accordingly. You can get shot from there, but guess what? If I'm playing back here, I can see him coming, and if I see him coming, boom. Or boom. They can't shoot me from there. So you can either play from here, or you can play from here. This would probably be where I would go in a diamond game, just to cut off this entire angle from being able to shoot at me. And I can keep basically my tanks in front of me, like this. Boom, 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 boom. If I get pressured, boom, boom. Okay, got more space here. Boom, boom. Generally, the way to think about it is this: is you want to keep. Go ahead.
If my memory is correct, I think I didn't go there and I went
That's all right.
more because I want to stay behind. Like they had the soldier that could, potentially kill me. So I was a bit scared. I think.
You know what he can't shoot through? Walls.
A wall.
You know what he can shoot through? Your head. Also, you were running. What was it like? Sig Hog. You're not getting.
Yeah, Sig Hog.
You're not getting shields from them. Like that Sig shield is fucking potato. They are not your protection. They are there to protect themselves and themselves only. You need to think about yourself first and foremost. And again, play from a safe position, preferably with a wall that you can use for hard cover. And the way I like to describe this to people who are new to Ana is, if you think about these as corners, right? This corner here, right? You want to kind of always be one corner behind your tanks, right? So if they're playing that corner, I'm playing this corner, right? That way, if they get pushed back, say, to another corner, I rotate out to another corner, right? Well, they get pushed out to a corner, guess what? I back out to another corner. Always stay one corner behind your tanks and you're in a good spot. If you're playing the same corner as your tanks on Ana, you're probably going to get destroyed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So from a positioning aspect, as you come through here, you need to be thinking, where is the safe spot for me to play from where I can keep my tanks alive? And again, that's going to be here or that's going to be here, depending on the situation of who's flanking, what's going on around you. All right? Now let's go back to the VOD.
So I overextended basically, did I?
Yes, very much so. And again, it's not the end of the world, like we learned from these things. Okay,
Yes.
so I want to go kill that. Display capture. Okay, no. Where's the thing at? There. Okay. So, all right. Let's see how this plays out. I'm going to back this up like a second or so. All right. God damn it. I hate scrubbing through these. It's so hard. Okay,
That should
so
be- okay.
yep, so we push up through here. Again, we already talked about this. I won't belabor it too much. Yeah, if that fire strike hits you, you're fucking toast. Okay, Ryan's up. That's a good nade. I like that nade. There, Ryan is aggressing onto your team. He's swinging free on your Sigma. That nade is good. It's going to force him to back out or force him and the Zarya to use her bubbles. That's a good nade. I got no problems with that. I got problems from the position you threw it from, but aim your sleeps. That was a sleep, just hoping it would hit
Zarya.
something.
No,
Do you want me to put this in like 0.45 here or something and go through it? That was a yeeted sleep. I know what a yeeted sleep is because I yeet sleeps. I am aware of what
So,
a yeeted sleep looks like.
So here was what I was planning. I was planning on hitting the Reinhardt because he was anti and he was throwing a fire strike.
Yep.
So I was planning on hitting the Reinhardt, but instead I hit the Zarya somehow because I got booped upwards and yeah, just stuff happened.
Yeah. But guess what? If you were playing back farther, guess what doesn't happen to you?
I don't die.
You don't get booped up,
I don't get booped up.
and then you can hit that sleep. So positioning again is an issue here.
It's
Playing
really
these
important.
boxes, you're in the line of fire, which means you have to do a lot more dancing. You could basically be standing still in the back if you were at that corner I was just showing you and get all the value you need to get. All right, so you throw nades, yeet sleep, get to high ground through boops. What a legend. Fuck it, you get high ground for free. Take it. Now your mercy finally comes and helps you. Good prioritization on the tanks. Now you got a junk on your dick. And your team gets run over. Yeah, once your positioning is wrong there and you're getting booped around, you can't sustain your tanks as easily. And because you can't sustain your tanks, your DPS don't have space. And because your DPS doesn't have space, they get killed. And again, I'm not saying it's all positioning's fault, but positioning is definitely a major issue with that because your tanks are just getting run over because you're not in a position to really help them. Another yeeted nade. Stop doing that. You can do that on maps like Ilios Well or Anubis, where you're coming back from spawn and there's a very easy arcing throw to get it there. Here, you know nothing. You know nothing. And because you know nothing, you're just throwing it into random space. All right. I'm going to start counting how many times you do that. Yeeted sleep.
It was in the past. It was in the past.
It was in the past, wasn't it?
It was in the past. Yeah.
Again, I'm not doing this to make you feel bad. I'm doing this to help you to grow as a gamer. And your nade and your sleep are your two most important abilities. Using them aggressively can and should be done. It is very important to do that. But they need to be aimed and they need to have a purpose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. You guys have a good one, okay?
Hey,
Good night.
have a
Good
good one.
night, Mars.
That means Mars doesn't agree with my teachings. I see you, Mars. All right. All right. That's fine to take some. Oh. You did the right thing. You tried to help out, but you just got fucking domed. Nice heals. Nade there. That's fine. 8 a fire strike because you're standing behind your tanks. This is fine. You hear that? You're... Another thing to note about Mercy and Valk. While shooting Mercy to heal her is good, and you should do that, when she's in Valk, if she doesn't get touched for like half a second, she starts regenerating health so fast. So, while at this point in time, your tanks are antied, so you're not going to fucking heal them anyway, which is just unfortunate. Like, looking at your Mercy there and trying to hit her fucking flying around, she's behind a wall now, and she can regen health real quick. She's not your priority anymore. She'll get up to health real quick, and she'll be able to do her thing. Again, I think it's nice to give her a pot shot when you know the soldier's ulting, but get her with one shot and then move on.
I think that's right.
That's a nice sleep. Nice. See, like, you're mechanically strong. Like, that is a hard mechanical play to hit that you just did right there. Like, I gotta give you props on this.
Thank you.
Like, positioning here is good because you're hiding from the soldier, which is fine. I'd be a little bit tighter to this wall here in front of you, the one with the 2 bushes, just so he can't sneak around this side here and just gun me down. Because again, you don't really know where he is. You know he's on the other side there. You're not getting any communication from your team, so
I don't think I went there because I felt like there was a junker on the right side and I was afraid of him. So I don't think
gotcha.
I think that's where
If that's what you thought, or if you knew that, that's fine. But again, I think positioning is fine here, especially for a plat level. That's a fine nade just to keep your front of the fight. They're antied, which sucks. Clean sleep. See, that's one where you actually aimed it, and you actually hit what you were aiming at. That was nice. And then here, you hear the tire come out. You hear it's behind you. Click, click. That's clean. That's clean. I don't make that play. I'm a mid-diamond player, and I'm not mechanically strong enough to make that play. I would not have hit those flicks on that tire. That's clean. That's good.
Thank you.
Getting your team back up to health. This is what I mean about positioning. You don't need to be anywhere near this point right now. This point is...
I think I killed that soldier.
Whether you kill him or not, I don't care. You're making everything harder for yourself, positioning how you're positioning here.
Yeah.
Literally everything is harder. Healing your team is harder. Oh, thank you, Kyria. Oh, wait, that's you.
That's a criminal, Kai.
Oh, that's criminal. Okay.
Trevor.
Thank you for the 300 bits. I appreciate it.
It's because you're helping out a homie.
Oh, man, trying to help out a homie. But see, here, as you're coming through here, you know that soldier's on that high ground. You know that he just fucking domed your Farah in the sky, so clearly he can aim at least a little bit. You're just making everything harder on yourself by being positioned here, right? Now you're in the fire, you're at 100 health, you're going to probably use your nade to heal yourself, I would assume. But everything's harder, not positioning farther back. Friendly reminder, you are a sniper. That's a clean kill on her, but again, if you're positioned back where I told you to position, she flies right to you and you kill her without having to 180.
I kill her.
Right? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you had to 180 quick scope to kill her. If you're positioned back here where we talked about, She flies directly at you and you kill her. And you can literally, a blind squirrel can hit that shot over there. You're mechanically strong enough that you just did a 180 flick and killed her. Fucking hell yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you're capable of doing that. But everything for you is way harder playing from this position.
I was just thinking maybe like, if I stay in that small corner that no one would shoot me. I was just hoping that.
Yeah, and you got away with it because you're in plat. If I was standing here in this game, in a diamond game, that soldier would have dropped on my head and murdered me, and then just ran off and been fine. I would have had a chance to breathe. All right. Yeah, and again, you just got killed by a Reinhardt.
I didn't know there was a Reinhardt there.
Do you know why you didn't know why Reinhardt wasn't there?
Because I was way too extended.
Exactly. So remember what we talked about when it comes to positioning. You want to keep as much of the. Wait, I'm gonna fucking close the game here. It's making noises in the background, which is annoying me. Actually, I can just do that. Okay. Okay, it's not making noises. So if a Reinhardt kills you on Ana, and it is not from a ridiculous pin from somewhere you don't like expect, or from like a random fire strike from distance, right, that you just don't see coming, it's your fault. 100% your fault, and nobody else's.
Was too extended.
You were pushed up into a position where you thought you were safe, but you're basically in front of your tanks. If you're playing a corner behind where your tanks are, you see the run coming. Then you can do one of two things: hit the sleep, hit the nade, walk away, and you're not dead. So again,
I should be the last one to die. Yeah, as a support.
Generally on Ana, yes. Now, there are times where you gotta fucking just send it and do some stupid shit and get away with it. Sure. This was not one of those times. Not one of those times. I'm not going to talk about that nano because I didn't see enough of what was going on there to know whether that was a good nano.
No way we lose that, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't lose that fight. Because again, your job is not DPS. Your job is not, take point and have presence. Your job and only job in this comp is to keep your tanks alive. Everything else you do, from damage to nades to etc., is all superfluous good stuff. And that's how you will rank up, is by learning how to do those things. But your first and foremost job on Ana, as the main healer in this comp, is to keep your tanks alive. Nothing else matters. You don't even have to see the enemy team. Keep them alive, and you win.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
You're going to throw your nade out of spawn here, aren't you? You're going to throw your nade, aren't you? Nope, you're just going to spray the ground. You know what? That's better. Okay, so now you're on... You know what? That's a better nade. You didn't hit anything with it, but you at least knew where the enemy was and had a chance of getting there. You short-armed it a bit, but it's a better nade.
I think I tried to heal my teammates using that nade.
Yeah.
But they died.
But
to a single Junkrat.
It's still better.
I was losing Junkrats.
Yeah.
I shouted 2K, alright.
Like, again, that's a... Like, that nade is okay as well, because that nade gets you a little bit of ult charge. That's nice that you're getting healed by your soldier. Yeah, that's nice of him. So now, how do you change how you play now that you're running Zarya Hog instead of Sig Hog? Does anything change about how you play?
I don't think so. I think I just continue healing the Zarya.
Correct. Your job is still the same. The only difference that you need to think about here is these two tanks are probably going to play farther apart because there's no shield involved, which means, like, you see how your Zarya's here and your Hog's off to the right. You need to position yourself to make sure that your Zarya stays up, but you are potentially in line to keep your Hog up. This is one of the harder comps to play a support as, because there's no structure to the fight and how it's going to go down. So your mileage varies here. All right. Quick scope. I like quick scopes. Coming back over here. Fine. Good nade attempt. One other thing to know on nades, and this is something I do on times too. It's nice to land them on tanks, but
Yeah.
if they're running Zarya, keep track of the bubbles. Now,
Oh.
right there, you didn't get any communication from your team, but you threw that nade and it got blocked by the Zarya bubble. If you know she doesn't have projected, much more valuable nade. You can use your nade against tanks to force bubbles. Say they're pushing it really hard. You know they have bubbles, but you throw your nade. They have to use their bubbles in order to cleanse it or they die. That can be a good usage of it. But if you're trying to get kills, which is what I think you were trying to do with that nade, to try to basically take their extension and basically blow them up for it, just wait the 1 or 2 seconds for that bubble to go down, land it, and you get more value.
Mm.
Yes,
I thought
Crimson.
maybe like I
Yes,
could
Crimson,
use my
I do
nade
too.
to bait the bubble so that my team can have a better fight. So Zarya doesn't have bubble.
Yep.
Is what I thought.
Yep, and again, that's a valid use of it, but you landed it right as the bubble popped on him, so it's like, well, it got no value, right? You got literally nothing out
Yeah.
of it. Trying to keep your mercy up, that's nice.
Couldn't see the hog there.
Yeah, we're not going to talk
Yeah.
about missed shots there. You missed some shots. It's not going to be the end of the world. Like, you'll hit those next time. All right, you have 40 seconds to play here. You're basically even. They're going to go for that res, I think. Aim your sleeps. Did you see? Like, what were you trying to sleep there?
the soldier maybe.
Maybe the soldier. Maybe. Don't just yeet asleep. Like, again, like, if you're trying to hit one of those guys over there and you hit him, cool. Good for you.
Cool.
But, like, that sleep landed, like, here-ish. Like,
Yeah.
up here. That was too high to even hit anything unless it's a Pharah or something. Like, like maybe you could hit a Roadhog's head from the way you aim. Like, you didn't aim it. Aim your sleeps.
Playing too much Widowmaker locks onto the head, you know.
Yeah, you can hit him in the fucking foot and sleep him. But again, you didn't aim that at all. Then you throw
That
your
was my
nade.
bad.
Fine, that nade's fine. You're trying to reset, try to get a little ult charge, try to get to your. So that's where the nade bites you in the ass. You threw the nade. Let's back this up here. That's way too far back, isn't it? Let's play this through. Yeah, so this is fine. Okay. Like, you lost your Pharah here. You get the res. Cool. Like, you could have healed her instead of trying to yeet to sleep, but whatever. You tried to make a play. That's
I
fine.
tried to sleep with Zarya so our Zarya wouldn't die and would have a
Yeah,
healer. But,
Just, yeah, it's fine.
um,
So here, you yeet asleep. Like, sure. And then you throw your nade. The nade gets you some ult charge, which is good. And I probably would have made the same choice, right? Because you need Nano to take this point. Like, you are not taking this point without Nano. So, like, I get it. But this is where it fucks you. You turn back here. Your
I was
hog
hoping
moves
we'd
forward.
reset, but
Yeah.
my hog, yeah.
Your
moved
hog goes forward. You don't have your nade. If you had your nade in that moment, the second he hooks him, you nade him. That thing dies. He lives.
Soldier
It's really just unfortunate more than anything. Again, at least you aimed your sleep there, but like, again, positioning's too far forward. Ah!
Dude, did you miss every single shot to not be able to kill her? Like, I got res. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, that's you talking in this thing. Okay. Then your team C9'd. Wonderful. Yeah, that last one, the junk just got you. Like, I would tell you, I would tell you to check your corners. Like,
I
you-
did not.
you've played text shooters, right?
Yep.
Check your corners. it's a good habit to get into to check your corners. Especially as you go up the ranks, it becomes more and more important to do that. Because fucking once you get into like masters and stuff, people are goblins. They know that if they hide around a little corner, they can pull a tire and kill you, right? So if you check that corner, guess what? You hit the sleep on him, and then you just crouch on him and kill him. But again, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Your team didn't lose that
You
fight
lost this
because you did that. Oh, I can almost guarantee you that you lost this game at this point. Like,
Good bite.
okay, so do you want to know why I know that you lost this almost instantly?
Because of our tank line?
So, yeah, but because Sig Hog is fine, like it's fine, but your team is playing it like it's a brawl, and they're running straight up to the enemy Reinhardt and getting just swung on. Like, if you're gonna run brawl, run your own Rein, run your own Zarya, whatever. But if you're going to run what you're running into them, like, they have to play slow. Like, you're basically playing for your Hog to land a hook, or for your Sigma to land a rock, and then for your team to collapse on whatever gets CC'd. If you are like in that position, your job again is just to keep the tanks alive. But if they're doing what they're doing, which is feeding their faces into the enemy team, thank you for the subscription, Krim. Appreciate it. That's 4 whole months. Really appreciate it. So where was I? I was mid talk. So they're going to take a lot of damage playing the way they're playing, because they're basically face tanking it in what they should be playing much slower. And you're positioned in a position where you cannot focus healing them. So they're going to die, and you're going to get run over, and your team's going to lose every time in the way that was being fought. But again, this is how you learn, right? All right, so positioning high ground. Generally on Ana, I don't position high ground here. Maybe throw a nade and then just yeet off and get out of there. Mostly because there's just not a ton of good rotations from here. Like if I show you this here, right. So now we're on defense here.
Your game is going weird.
Yeah, because there's a different resolution, but it's fine. I'm only gonna show this for a second.
Hello.
Yo, what's up? We're doing a VOD review for Yonah. So positioning here, fine, whatever. But your tanks are gonna be here, and they're gonna be shielding. The amount of spam damage and bullshit that you can get hit with while you're up here is significant. Ball pile drive, echo bombs, yada yada yada. You can just get absolutely bum rushed up here. The safer position to start from on Ana is going to be back here. Maybe here if you want to be super safe where literally none of the enemy can see you. Or up here. Because if your team's going to start on high ground there, holding here, nobody can shoot you coming out of over there. Right? Literally, the only people that can shoot you is if a goblin comes around here, and like then around back here, and then over here, and then here. Oh, hey, Cal. Like, Cal can show it to you. Like, if I'm standing here, the only way to shoot me is to literally go all the way around and get to me here, right? This is the only angle I could possibly get shot on, and my team's gonna be playing here. And my team's only viable rotation from here is either into the enemy team, which is stupid, or back this way. Either to this corner here or to this corner here. So by standing here, I really don't need to rotate. If they go here, I just stay here and I just heal. If they go over to this corner over here, I just swap to this side. And then I go heal. Or I can even stay here, just peek, 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 right?
I was
Nothing-
just a bit afraid that if they jump down from that high ground where I can't see them, I won't be able to heal them. That's what I was afraid of.
Them making
It's not your job to play in a bad spot to heal your team.
exactly like the number one thing that I learned that took me from being a mid-plat player to a diamond player is that my job is not to fix my tanks or my other team's bad positioning and bad plays. I will get more value here, even if they make a stupid decision, than if I was up there. If I was up there, and they make a stupid decision, like so example here, like if I'm up here. Oh, chat wants me to nano diva.
You're powered up.
There you go.
Get in there.
So if I'm here and say my tanks are stupid, and they yeet down into this space here.
The video game sounds are higher pitched when I'm nanoed.
Yeah, they are. That's actually kind of cool. If they jump down here, they try to take a fight there, take a fight there. Guess what? How exposed you are up here. You are so exposed. You have no wall to stand behind.
Especially because you're behind an Orisa shield, and Orisa shield is like the most fragile thing in existence.
Yeah, that thing just gets melted. But yeah, like you have no wall to stand behind and to heal them, right? You have like and say they take a fight there. You can't see somebody coming from here. You can barely see someone coming through there, right? Like this is awful. You do not want to be there. Ever. On Anna. You just die. You can play that positioning with Bap because Bap's a fucking goblin who can get away with stupid shit with immort and stuff. But that's really like
I was playing Anna.
Anna, you're here, baby. You're here. If you get pressured here, say there's a echo flying in the sky or something, throwing stickies at you and you're struggling. Back here, baby. Back here. This is probably the most powerful Anna position on this map here, because you can see everything coming from the other side of the map. You can see the whole point. So as your tanks are on point, which again, your main job is to keep your tanks alive. Your tanks, you can basically heal them through the entirety of the point. They're going to be either hanging out there or there, right? You can see somebody coming this way to come at you. You can see somebody on high ground here. Back up. The only real thing that you're in trouble of here is a flank through here. But if you're playing here, you could probably see the player going through there. And if they do take the really long route of high ground down there, back here, they just took 30 fucking seconds to get to you. Your team should have won the fight by the time they get to you. So generally start up on this high ground here. As shit goes wild, back up to this corner here. If you say you get hit, you don't have your nade, you're super low on health. Oh, look, I'm full health again. And now I can heal again. Right? So those are kind of on a defensive position. Again, you can see as much of the map in front of you. You have distance from the angles, so you know who is aiming at you from where. And you have escape routes and safety. Like, this is good. All right, let's go back to your stream. Oh, wait, give me a second here. Fucking A. Where's the
There's
thing?
a lot of tabs.
Yeah. Okay, let me go like that. I want to do this so it stops me. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. So, yeeted sleep. Fine. I'm not going to keep giving you shit about that. Okay, so like, what value did you get from being up there, right?
Not much.
Absolutely. You got like, what, 10 ult charge? And now you're in a god-awful position where if they're playing Rush, you're dead. They just speed and kill you. Yeah, you can't even see your tanks. Your one job is to keep your tanks alive, and you can't even see them with that. So now you're taking a bunch of time to roll over. Your tank does some stupid shit, fine. But he's backing up towards point. Again, yeeted sleep at nothing. Playing in your Ryan's asshole is Anna. Now this is a little bit better. Okay. So this is
Now
at least
you're
a
in,
little bit
actually
better.
a good spot.
Yes. So through all of that, you've finally made it to a spot where you can actually do what your job is, which is keep your tanks alive.
Well, more importantly, you I feel like you before, like the problem is that you're playing in a spot that you do the same amount of things as you would in a safer spot.
Yeah,
Like
you're not doing
doing
anything different.
more.
Yeah.
You're not making an aggressive play. You're not making any play at all. You're just healing tanks where you could be doing that, in a much safer spot.
Yep.
And not under any pressure at all.
The easiest way to win a game on Ana is if your position's so good the enemy team can't shoot you and you can keep your tanks alive. The amount of games that I've won where like I've been playing with fucking Cow and it's like Numbani A and I'm just in a spot where the other team can't really get to me and I just free heal, just win for free.
My Ana gameplay is really aggressive because I usually like
At
stick
least you
next,
aim
right
that
next to
sleep.
the Ryan's area.
Yeah, I'm telling you to stop doing that. Like, that's fine. Spot healing. You should be yelling at your Ryan that you can't see him. Nade's fine. He goes a little bit too far back. Yeeted sleep again.
Yeah,
Nah,
maybe
it
stop doing
was-
that.
It was a sleep like just in case someone's chasing a Reinhardt.
Yeah, just in case.
Well,
Doesn't.
just in case isn't a good enough justification.
Yeah. So a sleep dart. What is it, like a 12-second cooldown?
It's a 12-second cooldown.
Yeah.
And it's so strong.
Yeah, you can win fights off one landed sleep. And yeah, you yeet those enough, you're gonna hit one that wins a fight for you. Occasionally. I've done it. We've all done it. Like, King's Row is the place where this happens more than anywhere else. You're at King's Row, they're pushing through choke, you yeet a sleep, you get one on the Reinhardt, your team wins the fight for free. Like, we've all done it. I've seen GM players do that. But
I don't want to say
it's
it's
not good.
acceptable, but it's the least bad on Kings Row.
yeah. That's when I was with Jared. Jared's a, top 500 quality support main, right? He's like, yeah, in King's Row I do it all the time, but anywhere that's not King's Row, no. So yeah, that's stop doing that. Okay. Getting nano, awesome. So that nade there, we're gonna talk about that nade. What do you think you did wrong with that nade?
It was other yeet and nade.
Actually, no. What do you think you did wrong? Cow, you can't answer for him.
Well, I didn't even see it, so.
All right, I'll play it back.
God, look at Yonah, such a cutie.
He is. He's adorable.
This feels weird having two guys who are a lot older
Okay,
than me
okay.
say. calling me
Okay.
cutie.
What do you mean? I'm 16.
Yeah.
Oh, you're 16. What?
Yeah, he's the
I'm
perfect age
old-
for you, Yonah.
I'm older than him.
Yeah.
So
That makes no sense.
Yonah, what do you think was wrong with that nade?
I think maybe even if I threw that nade, Ryan could have blocked with his shield, maybe.
Doesn't matter. You already have nano.
Oh.
If you land that nade on their tanks, who fucking cares?
What follow up do you have?
There's literally no reason to be using your cooldowns right now.
Yeah.
Could have staggered him, maybe.
No, because like
well, it's just your Ryan there.
yeah, your Ryan is the only one that
I
can take
guess.
advantage of a nade that you land there. And if he does, guess who dies? Your Ryan, not the enemy Ryan. So-
And
But-
even then, even if you kill the enemy Ryan, they just reset and come again.
Yeah. Like, it's not, you get no value out of that nade because you already have nano. Now, say you're at like 85 to nano or like 90 to nano at that moment and you throw that nade, it's a perfectly reasonable nade because your entire goal is just to get ult charge. But you literally just got nano with those 2 shots you took before. So now your job is to think about what am I going to do with this nano and to save your cooldowns to keep your team alive. Because you've got the most powerful ability in the entire game in your back pocket right now.
You have 3 of them.
Yes. Once Ana has nano, she is the strongest hero in the entire game, bar none. She can save a teammate.
I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one.
No, she is. She is. She can
100
save a
shirts Zarya
teammate
with,
from
100 shirts Zarya with all of her abilities. Sigma.
Yeah, but guess what? You're pushing.
Brig.
So wait. So you're 100 charge Zarya with all your abilities. What are you gonna do? What are you pushing on in that moment? Are you shooting at like a McCree or something?
I don't know, but I don't
Guess
know.
what?
Like,
Anna just throws a fucking so you start shooting something on 100 Shard Zarya. She nanos it. It doesn't die.
You can kill through Nano.
Yeah, but then guess what? Then she throws nade. That's 100
Oh.
health instantly.
Unfortunately,
she-
you can't
every
kill
sh-
through that
every-
from Zarya.
Every
It
shot,
doesn't go burr hard enough.
every shot you hit on whatever you're pocketing as Anna now gets healed for like 100. Per
It's
shot.
140.
Yeah.
Healing per shot.
It's ridiculous.
Man.
She is the strongest hero in the game when she has nano.
Until she dies.
Until she dies. Right.
I'm saying I think for in a team setting, I agree, but like
Yeah.
individually,
No.
I
You're
disagree.
you're wrong. I know that I'm an Anna main and you're a Zarya main, so we can debate this till the cows come home. But the point of
I
this
am-
for
I'm a
Yonah,
main.
the point of this for
I'm a
Yonah
Genji main.
is very, very simple. Which is
Yeah.
Don't
you've done your
waste
job
grenades.
here. You have built nano. You don't need to use your cooldowns for anything other than to keep your team alive or to turn a fight. There's no fight happening right now. There's nothing happening. Your Rhine's fucking having fun in Narnia. Your DPS are off here poking. There's no fight happening here. There's no value to be gained by throwing that nade
There was
there.
no need to use.
You
Yeah.
generally shouldn't be using abilities. I mean, bar like DM, like shields and stuff like that.
No,
You
no,
generally
no.
should not be using.
I'm
abilities
teaching
until there's
aggressively.
Actual fighting happening.
Yep. All right, so let's watch how this goes here.
Or until you're under some.
I don't like how you're pushing up here again because you could get flanked here through the right, and you know it, which is why you're looking that way. Look at all that junk stam you have to dodge because you're positioned way too far forward. Again, nade worthless. You didn't even hit anything with it, so it's super worthless.
It's all on the pass.
All right. Okay, so now your positioning is too far forward still. Again, I don't want to belabor the point too much, but your Rhine's backing up here. So watch your Rhine. Your Rhine's backing up, backing up, backing up. You're moving forward. Generally, you want to do the same thing your Rhine's doing. If your Rhine's pushing forward, you can push forward. If your Rhine's pushing back, you push back.
Okay,
Generally.
noted.
That's a nice quick scope.
Are you playing
Nade.
the
That's a good
pharmacy?
nade. That's a good nade. I like that nade. Because your Rhine's currently sitting at right about his shield health or his armor health. Your ball's doing ball things. You give a shit about ball. But now you've naded 3 or 4 of them. This is when if you want to be aggressive, pop nano. I put it on my Reinhardt and I say, Ryan, go kill all those things that I just made extremely weak. He's a little far to get the value there.
I think maybe wait just a little bit.
Yeah.
See where you're on.
But I'm a
See,
jet.
like, if he wants to press W, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's
press
gone too
W with
far.
him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So now
Yeah,
you just
but he's
nanoed
too-
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
I
was-
didn't expect him to do that.
Yeah. Again, this is where you communicate. So we're not talking too much about communication here, but like at this point here, fine, you're too far forward. At least you know that you could get flanked. Okay, you're backing up. You're backing up right now. Right now, you should be saying, I have nano. I have nano. Let's take the fight as they push in or something like that. Communicate to your Reinhardt that you have nano. You have it available to use. Guess what? Who's going to get real aggressive once he knows that he has a get out of jail free card in nano? Your
Reinhardt.
Ryan. And
Either
I don't
that
know.
Or,
Go
either
ahead.
that, or you guys, since you're on defense and it's drawable, you could do like some sort of just back up really, really hard, and then you could like hit up the flank, nade, and your Ryan meets you on the other side. You nano him easy.
Yeah, but this
Mm.
we're on. That's the advanced course. We're on the beginner course here.
Okay. Feel that.
So again, I love this nade. You wait till the bubbles come down. You weave it into the like that's a fucking perfect nade. I think you're
That is a really good nade.
that is literally a perfect nade.
It's just very unfortunate that your team is pressing their S keys for no
Yeah.
discernible reason.
Well, it's
other
'cause they
than
don't
their low
know.
health.
It's because they don't know, right?
I
They
mean, I
don't
get
know
it.
that you have nano. They don't know how this fight should play out. Right? There's no plan here. And again, you're in comp, whatever. It's not going to be perfect, but like,
I think I have none of this.
yep.
here.
And that's the other thing. Yeah, but they're not listening to that shit. So another thing here is again, this is like one of those small things that's hard. Might be hard to notice for some people. Okay, you're positioned bad here because you're not far enough back. That's a good nade, whatever. I like the aggression of that. Right here, that Rhine's coming in. What do you have on cooldown right here?
Sleep.
Put that fucking clown to sleep. He just charged from fucking Narnia on a super long charge at nobody. Put him to sleep. That's the easiest sleep of all time.
I
Like-
think I just had really bad reaction time here.
Yeah.
I think that was what happened.
Put that fucker to sleep. But then here, you nanoed. Okay, so it's just so much happening here to talk about.
So many wrong things
Okay.
happened.
So there's really, yeah, it's a comedy of errors from your team and you. So I fucking love that nade. That nade is fucking gorgeous. But okay, so why are you stepping forward here? By
Maybe
stepping,
nano the Reinhardt.
you can do it from 10 steps further backwards. You've
I-
now stepped forward. You're, as Anna, what is the one place you never want to be? In the
Next
front
to
line.
Reinhardt.
In the front line. You are beyond the front line. You are the front line at this point. Because the ball is critical health and fucking around over here. Your Rhine's over here. You are the freest of free kills of all time in this moment. Yeah, even if you land this and he gets a pin on that Reinhardt, yeah, that Reinhardt might die. But you're going to die here every single time. And that nano's going to wear off, and they have respawn advantage. You've now pushed yourself into the front line. You die here. You'll die here in gold if you do this. Every time.
Yeah, I got here, yeah.
Larry, I will do bicep curls in a minute once I'm done with the VOD.
Love
review.
you.
Um,
Girls.
Okay, yeah, and then that's exactly what happens. At least you hit the sleep on the Rhine. All right,
He
you
was
get
shooting up
revived. Fight's basically already lost at this point. All right, hey, he got you into the position you want to be in.
I mean, hey, we take those.
But yeah,
I
you're
think we lost this. Yeah.
you
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
that fight. Okay, this is gonna sound real like I'm calling you out specifically. You lost that fight and that point the second you took
Died.
2 steps forward to try to nano your Rhine.
I think there are other things as well. I think something that you probably could have done is as soon as your Rhine was like backing up and you healed your ball enough. This is in my opinion, of course. I'm not an nano player. You probably should have backed up the point and rotated backwards to your Rhine.
Yeah. You wanted to
Like,
basically this
on-
is
on
where
the
you
same
wanted to
side
be.
as him.
This is
should
where
have
you
got
wanted to
the-
be. The whole time that fight's going on. This is where you wanted to
Yeah.
be. But the second you took those 2 steps forward, you ended up wasting the most powerful ability in the game with the nano because he's charging away from the fight. You don't get your sleep dart off, and you die. Like the second you took those 2 steps forward, you
This is
lost.
where the game ended.
Yep. Because especially in the comp that you're running right now, you're running Mercy Anna. Mercy without Valk is not going to keep your tanks alive in a brawl setting the way you're fighting there. If you die, your team dies. Every single time. On Anna. Against gold players. Unless you have someone like Cow on your team who somehow pulls out some jackass fucking like
Zarya moves.
is like Zarya 6k ult thing because he's a goblin who could do that.
Zarya is the easiest to carry with, in my opinion.
Bro, Zarya's such a carry hero.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she is a carry hero until you hit
All of the
GM
off-
and
all of
then
the off tanks are really.
yeah.
Bro, have you seen A10? Do you know what that guy does?
yeah, that's a good point. But he's special.
Jesus Christ. Man, honestly, he is. He is build diff.
So,
All the off tanks. Off tank is such a carry role.
but I think overall the things that I want you to take from this, Yonah, are the number one your number one job is to take care of your tanks. Anything you
without
do
putting yourself in danger.
without putting yourself in danger, exactly. What that in anything you do beyond that, between damage that you do to the enemy team, landing nades on the enemy team, landing sleeps on the enemy team, all of those things are nice to have. If you do those things, great. You can help carry games, but it's not your job. Your job is keep your tanks alive and contribute in other places where you can. So that's the first thing. The second thing is be aware of your cooldowns, what they're being used for. Especially on Ana, your cooldowns are literally some of the most powerful in the entire game, but they require precision and thought to get that power out of them. They're not like a Junkrat, thing that you just yeet out there and okay.
It's not like Lamp where
Yeah.
no matter where you put it, as long as it's in the vicinity of your tank or of your team, then it's gonna get value. It's not
exactly.
like DM where anytime you press it, it's gonna get some value.
Yeah. Like you need to
It may not
be
be optimal, but it's gonna get some value.
Exactly. But your goal here with Ana with those cooldowns is those are your cooldowns change fights. Whether it keeps a guy, alive in a critical moment, or it shuts down an enemy ultimate, or whether it, puts the enemy team on the back foot because you landed a nade. Those are really important. Think about what you're using them for and aim them. Don't just throw them and hope.
Ana is a character that's really, really good at dictating tempo.
Yes.
Like you can change the entire tempo by pressing your shift key. Like if they're like Monkey is nano diving in, you hit him with the sleep, the tempo instantly screeches to a halt.
Yep. Exactly.
You nade their backline, all of a sudden it flips. Your team's got the upper hand, and then you've got the advantage. So.
Yep. And those are really the two big things to take away from your play, right?
And please, for the love of God, stop wasting your sleep.
Yeah, aim the fucking thing.
Because you're gonna start playing into a ball, and then you're just gonna die on cooldown because he's gonna hear your sleep dart, and then he's gonna come after you.
I had to learn that one the hard way. through
and
some
honestly,
scrims where I got
you probably will too, Yonah. Like a lot of these things, like we can tell you them, but it's gonna take games for you to actually drill them into your head and get them into. I don't want to say muscle memory because it's not muscle memory, but
brain.
Get them into your habits of not wasting things.
Exactly. And I've for example, as an Ana player, I've probably put in across just my main account here. If I look at career profile, look at Ana, let's look at just all modes, all time. I've played 174 hours, which is a really small number of hours for someone to be as good as I am at that hero. Most people who are in Diamond that play Ana at that level are people who've played 400, 500 plus hours of Ana.
Mercy one tricks exist. Flat Mercy one tricks exist.
Dude, they're goblins.
Diamond border 5 star.
I know.
99, 2,000 heroes on that character. 2,600.
Yeah, no, but it takes I am lucky enough to have played with very good players who have taught me things, and every game I go into, I think about those exact things that I just walked through with you on Ana, how you should be playing and how you should be reacting to those sorts of things. And yeah, take your time with it. Play the hero. Enjoy playing the hero. But first and foremost, figure out where you should be on the map, and then everything else falls into place.